And we're singing. We're singing. Dun, 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 dun,
Time to talk. Beauty and the Bitch.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Now, Morgie, I'm sorry to interrupt this countdown, but what exactly are we counting down to?
Despair.
Okay, good. Because I was thinking nothingness.
Yeah, like the first thing that came to mind to me was like another year with Trump.
Oh, I see. So we're going. Do you think this is too dark though?
No.
Okay. So we're counting down to like the slow degradation of our once youthful and beautiful bodies, right? Okay, I see.
We will never be as young as we were yesterday.
No, and that's true. And you know what else will never be? The next Game of Thrones book.
We'll never read it.
We're counting down to waiting on it.
It's never coming out.
Just give up.
Another year of lies.
Another year of desperation.
Yeah, you'll never be as skinny again.
No. And furthermore, you'll never be as happy about the future because you're living in the future and you realize, wow, the future's shitty just like the past? No, I think we did get a little too dark.
Maybe just a little bit.
For a New Year's episode.
There are so many great things to look forward to in the new year, and that's what we're here to talk about, babies!
Welcome back!
Welcome! What a fucking good year. Another year of Beauty and the Bitch in my heart and also on this platform that you're listening from.
Exactly. Whichever one you choose, they're all the same.
Yeah. Except my heart is better.
I was about to say my name, Morgan. Now we start off the year of 2019 with me trying to do our intro.
And me talking over you.
And you stabbing me.
In the heart.
With?
Love.
Yeah, your frozen icicle of love. My name is Mick.
And I'm Morgan.
My name is... It was too late. I was going to try to interrupt you. I was going to try. Morgie, can you believe 2018 is fucking over?
No, because it's only like December 19th when we're recording this. But
Morgan, stop. We're living in the future right now. Don't tell the listeners. I was trying to keep up a facade.
But really though, one of my jobs at work is to like create a calendar of like meetings and like communications reminders, and I've done it.
Wait. It's weird they have the janitor do that. First of all.
You know what? Fuck you. And also, it's a very important job. But I've done it through 2020, and that's a surreal thing to me right now.
Oh, all the planning ahead.
Yeah. I'm like, who even knows if I'm alive in 2020?
Right?
Like, who's going to send this email I just created a reminder for? I might be dead.
Girl. I mean, look, here's the thing. Life is precious. I'm happy to have another year. I'm happy we got the fuck through 2018.
Holla.
Because let me tell you, it was not a bed of roses.
It's been a hard year for me. And, like, some good things happened. But, like, for me personally, a lot of, like, not good things happened. And, like, it was a struggle, like, personally and emotionally, and it's been a journey, and I think that I've come to a good place, like, at the end of the year, but, like, I'm just really, I want to be that optimistic person that's like, 2019 is my year, because I need some fucking wins, and I think that, I feel good about it.
Yeah,
I feel good about the year.
I think 2019 is going to be difficult because life is difficult.
Totally.
But I think it's going to be a year of newness and of exploration and of getting comfortable where we are, which I think is important. Because one thing to be somewhere, but it's another thing else to be comfortable there.
Totally.
You know?
Yeah, no, totally.
Yeah. So I'm excited about 2019. Now, I don't think you really do resolutions, Morgie. Do you have, here's what I think you should do. I think you should resolve to be nicer to me because I'm so nice to you and you bully me endlessly.
I'm sorry, what did you say? I can't.
You heard me, you fucking bitch! You heard me! You fucking bitch!
So I'm not like a big resolution person, but only because like the anxiety of like me crafting the most important accomplishments I want to make in the future year and then living with the consequences of doing or not doing those things to me is just like a weight that like I'm not trying to put that on myself. So I'm not out here trying to be like, I'll lose 20 pounds and I'll get my dream job and I'll have 4 children and go to Ghana. Like maybe I won't do any of those things, but I do like to set like a feel and like a mood for my year.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? Like I do want to be like the best bitch I can be.
So are you going for like petulant in 2019. I think that's a
Yeah,
good
I want to actually be pettier in
Yeah.
2019. I just want to
Petulant and petty.
I want to get down on my level.
Beauty and the Bitch, petulant and petty, coming at you.
I love it.
Oh my! But what if you set really like achievable, right? Like for example, okay, the face of Scarlett Johansson by the end of the year.
Oh,
okay,
naturally.
Okay. The lips specifically. I know that's part of the face, but the lips of Angelina Jolie. Okay. The abs of Brad Pitt when he was young.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah.
The career of Oprah. Okay.
That is like weirdly the most unachievable one.
No,
of
this
those
is all very the arms of Michelle Obama.
Oh Lord.
Okay. And you know what? While we're in it, why don't we throw in Barack Obama's teeth because he got some good ass teeth.
Yeah, and his hand gestures. Like I need some good hand gestures for when I'm
Yes.
speaking.
So those are
Keep us
easily
simple.
achievable resolutions. That's
Well,
what I think you should do.
I mean, all of those are on my simple list of like obvious things that are gonna
sure.
just happen.
Okay, but that's not for
Yeah.
a year. That's just like a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
or
but
something
like unachievable resolutions that I probably want to accomplish, like meal planning. Like I just can't
okay.
do it.
Well-
like I just don't want to set myself up for that kind of
Sure.
failure. I mean, I'm already accomplishing Oprah status.
Well,
I shouldn't have to do
you're
that.
blowing it away. What's your magazine gonna be called?
It's also just me called O.
So you're literally taking
Yeah.
Oprah's career.
I mean, but
Wow.
mine is spelled like O with an umlaut.
It's different.
It's me, Oprah.
Poor Oprah.
Poor Oprah! Fuck that! This bitch got everything she ever wanted.
And
The
all
only-
you got is undergrad debt.
This bitch also on like a Jenny Craig commercial be like, I love bread! And it's like, you can eat bread and be skinny, and you know those are some Oprah lies.
You can eat bread and be skinny as long as you're eating bread in a marble mansion. You know what I mean? With like crystal chandeliers all
Yeah, I
around
guess
you.
so. I guess that's the magic formula.
Yeah. Oh my god. Well, okay, so I'm not really doing resolutions this year. I just want to fucking survive and not get any more bitter. That's essentially my only
I do have some
resolution.
like big personal goals, and like this might sound like a stupid one, but I had 3 jobs last year, and the job I'm in now, like I'm obsessed with and I love, and like for me, it's like a big personal goal to like don't fuck it up, like
That
just
makes
keep
sense. Do
this
well in
job
your
for like a
career.
year,
Yeah.
not even like do well in my career, just like make a fucking commitment.
Sure.
And like see it through.
Well, you've got a good job now. Whereas,
Yeah, that's
I mean,
true.
not that your
No, they
job's not-
sucked.
Okay.
They were awful.
I wasn't sure if you wanted to say
they
it out
were
loud. Okay.
awful. I lived in the cave of misery.
Yes, you did.
And also I had Stockholm syndrome. It was bizarre.
Well, I think everyone has that at a bad job. Personally,
so,
I genuinely
too.
believe it because we're all just trying to survive. No one wants to be unhappy. Well, a few do, but they have problems.
And job hunting is so difficult.
It's so hard, and it's so
competitive.
it is competitive, and it's also there's a lot of rejection, and also not just rejection of you, but I felt like when I was job hunting, I was rejecting a lot of people.
Totally.
You know what? And which also isn't a good feeling. To be like, oh, this company? No.
Yeah.
Like when I went, I'm just going to name names. When I went, I had an Amazon interview. I can't even name the name.
Your boy's name dropping?
Anamon interview. And I knew halfway through that interview, I was like, fuck this
Because you had to
noise.
meet
I am
like
the
50
wrong-
people.
Yeah, there were 6 different interviews.
They
Well,
were like,
2 of them
what's
were
your
together.
favorite consumerism?
Yeah, and very much that. And I was like, no, this is all wrong for me, actually. I cannot do this. Anyway, the point is, 2019, you're gonna keep your job.
Yeah, totally.
Yes.
And I've got some like other like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I had like so much wine. I was gonna burp, but I
But
didn't.
then you didn't.
Just some like personal, like we have these like goals for our house and like some places like financial things that we want to
Sure.
achieve. And
Well,
like,
you want to pay me back all the money you owe me.
I won't be doing that.
What?
I told you that was never happening.
What are those bangs called that cover your entire face? Because I think that should be your resolution.
Like Sia hair? I should get like a Sia wig.
Yeah.
I think I would look good with that.
Sia bangs. That's my 2019 resolution.
It'll cover up all my chins. Also, I want to lose some weight.
No, I think you should gain some weight.
Thank you.
Just even everything out.
You know what? Actually, a goal is to just buy clothes that fit me better because let's be
God.
real, I can't count on losing the extra weight I put on, and I look fine, so I might as well just buy pants that fit.
That hits home to me. my
Yeah.
friend. I just got rid of like 3 or 4 pairs of jeans that I'd kept for ages. And at this point, they don't even make sense as cutoffs. I can't button them. I can't button them. I could maybe wear them on my arm and have like weird
You could make a
bat
nice
wings or
scarf out of
something.
it.
I could do a denim scarf.
Yeah.
I could be that guy.
It's a fashion choice.
Maybe that's my 2019 resolution, denim scarves.
What are some of your,
Yours is Sia
like,
Babes.
maybe not resolutions, but like life goals? I mean, you've got some big stuff coming up.
Yeah, I've got a lot of big changes coming up. I mean, I wasn't kidding when I said survive.
Yeah.
My goal for 2019 is really mostly my goal all the time, which is just survived with some modicum of kindness and innocence left in my heart. And that's what I mean by survive. I don't mean take breaths. I mean, like, don't change into a bitter, fearful person. Because I feel like this world, if you're afraid, you're easier to manipulate. And the world wants to manipulate you 1,000 different ways. And so everyone's always trying to make you afraid. And I have plenty of fear anyway. I mean, because I'm smart. Frank, all smart people do. We're all afraid because we can see. So that's my resolution, is like live my life, have some adventures, don't get mean, don't get so selfish that I'm cruel, and just try to find that balance.
Yeah.
And don't be manipulated by shady bitches.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I do think like I want to like be nicer maybe.
Oh, see, I don't care about nice, but kind, maybe.
Maybe kinder. Like anytime I get mad about stuff, I always, or like frustrated or like anxious, like I always take it out on like Aaron, because
The
you
ones
always,
you love,
yeah,
the
and
closest
like he's the one
ones.
who's
Yes, I
always
know
there.
that too.
So like, not that I'm like super mean to him all the time, but like I feel like I should be more conscious of the way that I like speak to him or treat him when I'm having a bad day. You know what I mean?
That's a great resolution.
I guess I just want to be more conscious and like kinder to the people that I love.
I want you to be more unconscious.
Oh, you give me more roofies, girl?
I'm a Rufio West 2019.
What?
It's gonna be like that scene in American Horror Story, and then you're gonna flip a bus. Oh, I just said you're gonna get raped by like 4 football players.
Okay, well I didn't see that, so
I didn't
that's
think
fine.
it through. Oh, you didn't see that?
No, we didn't watch that show.
Yo,
You know my baby
really
doesn't
breaking
like
my heart.
scary
It's
stuff.
not even scary.
That's not what I heard.
Well, that rape part is scary, but
All right, well he's never gonna watch.
no. But anyway, you could flip a bus after. That's what I learned.
Tight.
Yeah, somebody rapes you, flip a bus.
Tight.
Okay, so we were a little unsure what to do this episode because it's a whole new year. We're whole new people.
Yeah.
You know?
So last year we did a clip episode
We
of
did
like
do that.
our favorite moments of podcast times, which we recommend you listen to in case you didn't hear.
Super funny.
It was really good.
Yeah, but it took so much work.
So much effort.
It took both of. We went through every single episode, picked out the clips, then Morgie put them all back together.
We don't have a
spliced
producer,
them.
y'all.
No,
That's
there ain't
all
no
us.
producer
We're doing
here.
everything.
There ain't no assistant. There is a pool boy, but he's indisposed.
He's busy.
So we were like, what are we doing this year? And at first, we had this idea maybe we'll get people to ask us questions.
Which,
like
what a
advice.
good idea.
And we might still do that in the future.
But we didn't.
Well, Morgan's just too lazy.
That's it.
It's all Morgan and not me at all.
Yeah.
I'm not a lazy asshole.
It was just you.
Just you. You said it wrong.
All
It's
right,
just
it was
you.
both of us.
Okay, neither
we were
of us
both
did it.
lazy.
I did pull out some questions I found in the paper, but I think, you know what? We don't even need those questions.
Well, good thing we came up with an alternative plan.
Alternative facts?
Yes, we
Yes,
love
Kellyanne
alternative facts.
Conway.
Yeah,
Kellyanne
yeah,
Conway,
yeah.
Kellyanne Conway,
George R. R.
here
Martin
she
is
comes
actually
to the
J.R. Tolkien.
Makes sense. Okay, so our alternative plan was to talk about essentially the best of 2018.
We want to hit the highlights.
Damn, girl, we done did all the work.
Girl, we've
We're in two
been
for the
there
price of
in
one.
the trenches.
Yes. Okay, so which top do you want to talk about first, Morgan?
Let's talk about books.
Okay.
Because I feel like books are the thing. They're not like the thing that brought us together, but like it's like the driving force behind like our common pop culture ground that we live upon.
Yeah, just to be clear, the thing that brought us together was our sham relationship during which I was in the closet for 3 years of high school.
But also band.
Oh, yeah! That's true, band was important.
But we're not going to recount the top 3
Anyway.
band instruments of 2018.
Euphonium.
I mean, it's not even worth talking about.
Let's be real, it'd be all percussion. To be honest, I mean,
I like the thermo whatever, the thing that you just
Thermidor. Thermidor.
It's like maybe it's like the thing that you just control. It's like sound waves and you use your hand.
Morgan likes to make things.
Nope, it's an Austin, Texas
funny
as fuck
joke.
instrument.
Oh, I know exactly. And it goes. Woo.
Yeah, and you're just like, do you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, see, our new theme song for 2019 has to just be a Thermidor.
Maybe we should make a new one.
We should make a new theme song.
Because that was really fun. Y'all,
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all like our theme song, but we got so drunk and had so much fun making it.
It was very enjoyable.
Yeah, it was a good
and they
time.
said we couldn't do it. They said we were talentless
right.
hacks.
They were sort of right.
They were right, but we did it.
We did it.
It exists.
Ting ting, baby.
Okay, so ting ting.
Ting ting.
Ding. We're just drinking water.
Yeah, because we're only 20.
Sweet alcoholic water.
We're really young. Oh my God. How
Okay.
didn't I tell you this?
What?
Did I tell
Morgan
you?
just got drunk in a moment. I don't know if
This was
everyone
your
heard the
fault.
difference. What?
I was having a game night at my friend's house.
Okay.
And it was like, I knew a couple people, and then it was like her additional friends were there, like bonus friends. And
Randoms, you mean?
I made a joke that I was 23,
Uh-huh.
and I did a hair flip, and I was like, and I'm 23. And people I didn't know laughed in my face hysterically
Oh,
at the
Morgan.
thought that I could be 23. I was
That's
like...
a joke you don't want to land. That's an example of a joke you don't want people to find that funny. Right?
But like, I would have thought like, oh, that's a funny joke. They laughed until they cried.
Because of the absurdity of it.
I was
Yeah.
so offended. It was insane. I was like, I could be in my like 20s.
Right.
Maybe I'm just like a haggard 23.
I've met them. They do exist.
30's only 7 years older. Like, do I
Right.
not even look 30? Like, it was so, like, it put me in, like, a bubble, and I was like, hello, darkness, my old friend.
No. You were at the party, suddenly you were in the spotlight.
It was
Quiet
only,
music
it was
playing,
me and
you're
me
just
alone
staring
and
into
Simon
the
and
nothingness.
Garfunkel.
Oh, baby, the nothingness of 2019. I'm so sorry.
Was
Well,
awful.
I don't think you look a day over 40, and I mean that.
Yeah, I know. That's the problem.
No. Well, and you know, it's really salt in your wound because I recently went to a gay club that was 18 and up, and they carded me at the door. They didn't think I was 18. And I said, "Oh, sir, you're so funny." And then they picked me up on their shoulders and paraded me through the club saying, "This is the most attractive gay man. This is the most attractive
This is
gay man."
derailing quickly.
And this all happened. This happened.
Okay, girl.
I'm young and I'm fresh and I'm beloved.
So let's talk about books.
Okay.
Things that live in truth and reality.
Okay. Okay, so Morgan, I pulled together like a top 3 for books. Now, I know you read a shit ton of books this year.
Yeah, but half of them were audiobooks. I know people have feelings about that, but I'm on the train of like, whatever, I read it.
I think media is media. I genuinely believe that. I mean, if you listened, then it's fine.
Yeah, audiobooks have been like my morning commute this whole year because my whole year has been commutes. And so it's gotten me through 2018 and it provided me with like an additional like 18 books I read, which is awesome.
That's pretty banging. Fuck
Maybe
yes.
it was like 12. I didn't count it.
That's a
super
lot,
carefully.
though. I only read 12 books all year. Genuinely, I know, because I did the Goodreads
Girl,
thing.
when it takes you 45 minutes to and from work, you get
I
a lot of
mean,
reading
hello,
time.
goodbye. Okay, so now did you put yours 1, 2, 3 order?
No.
Okay, that's okay.
Okay.
Because I wasn't sure how to put mine. So you say one, then I'll say one.
Okay.
Okay, how do we do it?
Oh, let me pull mine back up.
Okay, so best books that we read 2018.
I finally read and thoroughly love Patrick Rothfuss's The Name of the Wind series.
Yes, I'm so glad you read that, and
It
it's
was-
so delicious.
It was so wonderful.
We did a whole episode on it, so whatever. But if y'all didn't listen to that episode, because I know sometimes people don't listen to the things they don't
Unless
know
they don't-
already,
yeah.
which I understand. Please go read The Name of the
It's
Wind.
so good.
It's really fun. It's gonna be a classic, and you're gonna be mad that you waited so long to read
It's one of
it.
my
It's
favorite
those
books ever.
Mine too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in my
Ever.
top 10
Yeah.
ever.
So good.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay, so mine, I don't know if mine's at that level, to be honest. I read
Well,
Name of the
but you
Wind
read that a
last
long
year.
time ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
last year or the year before. But I read The Bone Clocks by David Mitchell.
Oh, that one's on my TBR.
And it's good. I really enjoyed it.
Ooh.
It was, of course, no spoilers, but it was dark. There's a lot of dark magic and a lot of secret society kind of stuff going on.
You would
And
recommend.
I recommend it. It was a puzzle of a book, and it was engrossing. I loved it.
Okay.
So if you liked, what's his big famous Atlas?
Cloud Atlas.
Cloud Atlas. If you liked Cloud Atlas, which was phenomenal, then you'll like Bone Clocks.
Wow. Okay, I'm excited. It's long too, right?
You know what? It is long, but it was a very quick read.
Okay.
I have to tell you,
Good
it
to know.
really went by very fast. Unlike some of those books I'd be reading, like the Bible. Am I right? Not a quick read.
Or Dune.
A Dune.
My
Dune
least
is
favorite read of
unreadable.
the year.
Yeah, unreadable.
And by read, I mean I did as much as I possibly could, and I
Yeah.
could go no further.
Yeah, and I don't judge you for that,
Yeah.
my friend. Okay, what's next from you? Michael?
Next on my list is another fantasy hit that you've already been into previously. The King Killer. No, that's what the name of the one is called.
Oh,
what's the Sanderson one called?
The Stormlight
The
Archives.
Stormlight Archive. Oh my god.
Yes.
The King Killer Chronicles is actually the name of the one series.
Yes.
The Stormlight Archive is my second plug as a great
That's so
thing.
fun.
Yeah.
That's mine too. Number
Yeah.
3.
Oh, because you read
'cause
the
I read
new
number
one.
3
Yeah,
this year.
yeah.
Yes. Who would you recommend this series for?
All people who like fantasy.
Genuinely.
Anyone
Epic
who likes fantasy.
And good. Brandon Sanderson is a good writer.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of shitty fantasy writers. We both know that.
He's
We've
not
read a lot
one
of
of them.
He is a fantastic writer.
He is like, honestly, like, he has this talent that like few and far between people possess.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think he even has this like insane talent beyond Patrick Rothfuss. Like, I love The Name of the Wind, and it's very complex and beautiful, but like what Brandon Sanderson is doing is like next level.
To me, Brandon Sanderson is he's an author who is a workhorse and a power horse. Is that even a word? It should be for him, because like well, first of all, he famously finished up The Wheel of Time.
Yes.
Right. But also the amount of work that he puts out that is good writing is shocking. I think Patrick Rothfuss, I like his writing even more, but he's very specific. I don't think that Patrick Rothfuss is going to put out 20 books in his lifetime. He might, and good for us if he does. But Brandon Sanderson's already put out like 45. And he's like in his 40s, I think.
He juggles different
It's
storylines too.
astonishing.
Like he'll put out a book. Like he just put out the third book in the Stormlight Archive or whatever,
That was
right?
awesome.
But he also had just put out like a Mistborn novel. Like
Mm-hmm.
he juggles these different like universes. And to me, the thought of even keeping straight like the different magic I had created
Right.
is like, as a person who like aspires to be a writer and like that would be my perfect job ever, I am not the same level or the same person that he could be. Like, it is different.
His
it is
talent's
insane.
different. It's beautiful.
It's up there with Tolkien and like Robert Jordan of The Wheel of Time. Like just this crafting.
What's his face? The Malorian. David Eddings.
Yes,
Though
yes.
he's a better writer than David Eddings, I think.
I think so too.
But as far as just writing so much. Okay. So we
good.
both said the Stormlight Archives.
Dang.
Yes.
Okay.
And what's your last one, my queen?
Okay, and I also have a runner-up for when we're done
Oh, sure.
chatting.
Okay, that's
But
good.
my last one is I Am Pilgrim,
Ooh.
which is a really great, it's like a psychological thriller meets like a spy novel meets like
Gay
some
whorehouse.
other level of book. Like, it was so many things, and it was really long and really intense, and like I had heard like one person recommend it, so I bought it at Half Price Books, and then like somebody saw that I had it and they were like, oh my god, that book is insane. And I was like, okay. And it took me a long time to read it because it was so insane. Like, it was a lot to keep up with, but it was like really good for people who like murder mystery and like thrillers. It's like a
What's
great
it
book.
called?
I Am Pilgrim.
I
It's
Am
like a
Pilgrim.
code name.
Okay.
Like, I Am Pilgrim. Me. So
You're a
yeah.
pilgrim?
It's me.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would tell you who wrote it, but I can't remember his name at this very moment.
Sam Cockspur.
It's definitely not. No.
That was a good guess, though. Everyone has to admit it was a great guess. Okay, so I'm glad you have an honorable mention because I don't really want to end on this book.
Okay.
First of all, this book is a reread. And it's The Fountainhead by Ayn Rand.
You reread it?
I reread it, and before people say, "Oh, I always knew he was a conservative asshole," I disagree with many of Ayn Rand's ideas. But whenever I feel weak, I return to The Fountainhead because everyone in that movie is either weak and disgusting or strong and beautiful, and it just—I don't know how to describe it, but I'm dying. It like recharges my batteries in some way.
Nice.
And I also think it's beautiful. I know people hate her writing, but fuck all y'all. So I'm not saying it's my number one because they're in no order.
Yeah.
But if, for one thing, that took about 2 months to reread. I mean, it is so long.
Yeah.
And I really read it very closely this time because I've read it so many times in the past. And it really touched me just like it always does. And I couldn't put it down once I started it.
Aww.
I couldn't. So weirdly,
nice.
that reread is in my tops.
So my runner-up for a book is a nonfiction book, I'll Be Gone in the Dark by Michelle McNamara, which we did an ep on. It was such a good book. For anybody who likes the crime genre, true crime, thriller sort of stuff, it was great and like prescient because the Golden State Killer, of course, was caught this year, but also it was just written so beautifully, and it was like raw, and it just like it really showed you like what obsession looks like and how like distorted we can make our realities. It was just like such a moving book to me, and I think everyone should fucking read it. It was so good.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I'll Be Gone in the Dark.
And what a good title.
The Morgan Messick story.
It's me.
You're
The Golden State
Killer?
Killer.
I knew there was something I liked about you.
Like I said,
Do
I'm
you
23.
keep their skin?
I do.
Do you have a skin closet?
Well, duh. Where else will you keep
Your
the
skin
skin?
closet. Okay. Okay, so that's our best of 2018 books. If you disagree, go suck a fuck.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Because we don't give a damn. Now, we do give a fuck, but we don't give a damn.
Well, girl, you only got so much to give.
Girl, that's a throwback Chris Crocker right there. What about movies and TV? Because we do be watching a whole lot of everything.
A whole lot.
How about I'll go first this time, okay?
Great.
Because
Which one
I
are
am
we
a
doing?
man,
Movies or
after
TV?
all. I smush them together.
Wait,
I'm
so do you
afraid.
have 6 or only 3?
I've only got 4.
Okay, great.
Do you have 3 for each?
I have 4 for each.
You have 4 for each. Well, you go first then, because you have more.
Okay, well,
Even though I am a man.
movies and TVs were really hard because I feel like I like so much, but weirdly this year was a TV desert for me personally. Like
I felt that.
I really struggled this year with like new stuff. Like I felt like I was like lacking in like new things to watch. But one of my favorite things I watched this year that I finally got into and is thriving is The Good Place.
Yes.
Yeah, I really like The Good Place.
You know, I like it too. I am not caught up on the current season, but I have to say I don't like it as much as everyone else.
That's fair.
But I like it, and I support you in liking it, and I do watch it. But people are talking about, to The Good Place, I reply Superstore. Because not that they are fighting. They don't have to be one or the other.
I love Superstore.
Superstore was my big, wow moment.
Yeah.
That I just started watching it this year, and I hadn't heard of it, and a season or 2 was already out.
I started watching it on your recommendation that it was amazing, and you were
And it
right.
is, right? Thank you.
Yeah, the Superstore belongs on my list, but it was an oversight, so I'm glad you said it.
Oh my god, well, it just takes a man sometimes.
It is like that show, though, that people don't know about. Like, at the Christmas party last weekend, I feel like several people were talking about it, and most people were like, what's that? And it was like, oh my god, you have to watch it. You have to watch it.
Only the best sitcom on TV right now.
Right.
I think.
I mean...
It's amazing.
Yeah.
But I do agree that definitely The Good Place is up there, too. So Good Place, Superstore, and then just... Maybe since we're doing TV, I've been, and I've said this already in other episodes, been binging King of the Hill on Hulu. I know it's not new at all, but it hasn't been available in many years.
For so long.
And it is such a good thing to binge. It's so much smarter than you remember as a child.
We also picked it up.
It's so good.
Actually, a lot of people are watching King of the Hill right now. We're all in the same boat. It's so good.
Just talking about the cast, you've got as Luann, Uncle Hank,
Brittany Murphy. R.I.P.
And you've got as Peggy, you've got what's her face, the witch on the vacuum. Peggy Hill, Witch on the Vacuum. She smells things in Hocus Pocus. Kathleen and Jimmy.
Oh, yeah.
Kathleen and Jimmy. And then And then the guy who plays Bill Dauterive is really famous too.
Oh, is he?
He's a voice actor. Yeah, I can't remember. Well, you know him from other things. Bill Dauterive. Voice. I'm going to look it up right now. But anyway, yes. King of the Hill. Oh, Stephen Root. You know Stephen
Totally.
Yeah, everybody knows him.
Yeah.
That's Bill Dauterive. So crazy.
That's crazy.
So anyway.
Fantastic. Everyone loves King of the Hill.
Mm-hmm.
A show that got a second season that just came out at the end of the year, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
See, I can't get into that.
Oh
it won
my
all the
god,
Emmys, didn't it?
it so did. It's definitely not for everyone, but if you love Amy Sherman Palladino, if you love the Gilmore Girls, it's like the same people and it's like the same sort of vibe, but like the amount of work that went into the show with like the period piece stuff and like shutting down streets in New York to film authentically and like the amount of like words, like Amy Sherman Palladino's thing is like how many words they pack into a script. Like a script for any show she does is like 2 or 3 times as thick as a script for a regular show because all of her characters are fast talking. It's smart, it's witty, it's fast paced, it's fantastic. And because it's on Amazon Prime, it's uncensored.
Yes.
Uncensored.
You get to see
so
some
wonderful.
dick?
No, not yet. Just boobs and like cuss words mostly. Like you can use your full language.
Okay, but here's a little questy for you. A little questy. Let's say I hate Amy Sherman Palladino. Is that her
You
name?
nailed it.
Fuck yes, I'm a winner. I also hate women. I also hate wits. I also hate New York, and I hate stand-up comics. Should I still watch The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel?
No, but you might.
Okay. Interesting. It's not meant for me.
It's not.
Wow.
But it's good, and I assume it's going to take them a shit ton of Emmys this next season, too. Yeah.
I'm going to give it another shot. It's just a little too real world for me.
It's not for everyone. It's not for everyone, but I think it's so charming and just, like, beautiful to look at. And Rachel Brosnahan, who plays the main Mrs. Maisel, is, like, out of this world. Like, she's a fantastic actress. Like, she nails it. But if you're into the patriarchy, you might like my runner-up choice for TV. Also an Amazon original Prime, Jack Ryan.
I've never even heard of that.
Yes, you have, because I plugged it.
Oh, that's with what's his face, and he's like a...
It's John Krasinski, and he's like in the CIA, but he's like an analyst. And it's based on this book series that's like... I have the hiccups. That's like
so
well loved.
Morgan.
And they made Harrison Ford was Jack Ryan back in the day in a series of films. I don't know what they were called. And then, so there's this new show to make a resurgence. And it is, like, not my thing. I was like, I don't really care to watch that. And Aaron was like, we should give it a try. And as soon as every episode was over, I was like, put the next one on. Put the next one on. I was like, all in it. I loved it.
That John Krasinski, he drew you in.
He's hot, but also, like, the storyline isn't super, like, military action. It's more of, like, a psychological thriller. And they follow this, like, terrorist and, like, his, like, the actions he does as, like, a terrorist to get from, like, how did he become a terrorist all the ways to, like, the destruction he plans to cause. And they're trying to thwart it. And it was so, like... great. I loved it. Like, I would
on Amazon
rewatch
Prime,
it.
you say?
Yeah, I can't wait for the next season.
Speaking of, actually not at all, but I just have a prediction for 2019.
Tell me.
We will rename burps mouth queefs.
That's probably going to catch on. You heard it here first, ladies.
You heard it! Mouth queefs!
Mouth queefs. Oh.
Mouth queef to mummy muff. This is how we do our stuff.
Oh! Hey!
Hey-oh! That's talent right there.
I think everybody knows what a mummy muff is.
They better. As in, Barbara Bush has a mummy muff. Well,
Didn't
she's
she
dead
die?
now. Well, now she really has a mummy muff, even more so.
Embalmed as fuck.
Yes, my queen, Cobweb.
R.I.P. Barbara.
Yeah, I mean, I have nothing against her, especially.
Okay, let's talk about movies of 2018.
Oh, okay. Both of mine. Well, one came out this year, but the other one I picked is old.
Oh,
but
that's
I just watched it this year.
I think it's fine.
Okay. So I'll do the old one first. Okay.
Go ahead.
So it is Boyhood, which I just watched this year, even though it came out like last year or the year before, I think.
It's been a few.
I definitely plugged it throughout the year. I think all of the things we're saying now we've plugged. In a way,
Which
it's kind
makes
of a
sense,
clip
though,
episode.
yeah.
Yeah, because we're just going back through what we saw. But Boyhood is very sad. I'm sure you know it's about the woman and her child who are in that shed and that man treats them bad.
No, you're talking about Room.
Oh! That's what I meant the entire time.
Boyhood is that Richard Linklater
Yeah, I didn't
piece.
watch that. Yeah, I didn't watch Boyhood.
Also good,
Wow.
though.
What kind of stroke did I just have? Boyhood, I never had one, and I've never seen the movie. Okay? So I was confused. That's so weird. What happened in my brain? Sometimes I think wires get crossed in the brain. Do you ever feel that?
All the time.
And it's very strange. You can just continue on and have no idea you're spouting shit.
Yep.
Well, that's the story of your life, really. Anyway,
Hey!
back to Room. That's what I meant. I'm sorry. Room. Really touching, really heartbreaking. But you know what? So many moments of beauty. And I cried throughout most of that movie, as I think most people do.
Yeah.
But I was crying not just from sadness or like overload of all the awfulness in the world, but I was crying because that little boy, and through that little boy, his mom, were able to find moments of beauty and sweetness and love in even the most awful of situations. And I think that that is the balancing to all the evil that human beings are able to do. We're also able to make beauty. And I think people forget that sometimes. And things get very depressing because they're like, oh, the world is just ugly, poop, and selfish, and angry white men and angry black men and angry men in general.
Totally.
And, and all these, and we get caught up in all these things that hurt us. But the human mind is capable, and the human soul is capable of finding and picking out beauty and holding it up. And I think that is that's the one thing about humans that stops us from being just shitbags, is our love of beauty and how we can find it. Anyway, So Room, not Boyhood, which I didn't see.
Brie Larson with the Academy Award for her role.
And deserved. She's so good in that.
I think the little boy's name is Justin Tremblay, and he's in like all the fucking things now. Has a budding career in Hollywood.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. My first, just like the pick that's listed first, A Quiet Place.
I didn't see that yet.
I was a big fan. Ooh, John Krasinski making a double list. Yeah,
he's got movies and TV.
He like wrote, directed, and starred in that film.
Wow.
Alongside Emily Blunt, who honestly, in my opinion, can do no wrong. I think Emily Blunt is like, she's gonna end up being one of those actresses that's like, has a swath of just like insanely amazing things.
I love Emily Blunt, but you know who I confuse her with? That vapid woman from the Jurassic Park movies. What's her name? That redhead?
Oh, why would you confuse her with
Because they both
Bryce
have red
Dallas
hair.
Howard?
Right, because they both have red hair. Because I'm a basic,
Emily
selfish,
Blunt changes her
hateful
hair
person.
color a lot, but I guess I could see it.
I love Emily Blunt. She was in Devil Wears Prada,
She
right?
was. She was the skinny bitch assistant.
Yes. When
and
I
she
feel
was
like I'm going to pass
so
out, just
good.
eat a cube of cheese.
Yeah.
That's
oh
a
my
real
God.
diet.
She's so cute.
I love her.
Yeah, and I don't know if her marriage to John Krasinski will last.
I hope it does.
But they're a really sweet couple.
Yeah.
Yeah, so A Quiet Place was mostly quiet, except for the, soundtrack, which was pretty loud at times for the title.
And you saw it in theaters, right?
Yeah.
See, that movie I wish I'd seen in theaters.
I thought it was beautiful and moving, at times frustrating, but overall I think it really accomplished what it was trying to do, and I liked it. It was good.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, A Quiet Place. So my next up is one I've talked at length about with anyone who will talk with me, but it is Hereditary, which I fucking love, and which took me to a very vulnerable emotional place. What to say about Hereditary that hasn't been said? I don't know.
Girl, it's scary AF.
Yep, I cried and cried and cried, and then I started screaming, and I didn't stop until I started laughing. So that tells you sort of what that movie was for me. It literally drove me insane.
And you watched it alone.
I watched it alone.
Which is a choice.
I watched it very inebriated. I watched it late at night in the dark, and I was scared.
You wouldn't catch me outside with none of those factors.
How about that?
Not at all.
Uh-huh. No, it was amazing. One of my... I think it... damn. It needs time to marinate, but right now, it is my number one horror movie of the 2010s.
I love it. I love that for you.
2010s.
Yeah, that's great. My next pick will be a girly film that I loved for the fashion, the glitz, the glam, the humor, the romance. Crazy Rich Asians.
Oh. What do you call that, a girly film? I guess it is about a marriage, really.
Yeah.
I guess
about like a romance, sort of, yeah.
Kind
I thought it was deeply hilarious and really good, and like there are a lot of good movies to watch, and I think that Crazy Rich Asians is one of those ones that like it's important to see because representation, but also because it's also just really fucking good. Like, I just really liked it. Like, I feel like for me, it's going to be one of those films that could always be on in the background, like, no matter what's going on. It's like a Love Actually for me.
Oh, that's
like,
a really good sign.
Like, it really resonated with me, and the characters were really good, and it had a little bit of everything, and it was good. And I just want to plug it because I think people should see it. Because I don't think it did super well.
Oh, no, I think it did really well.
You think it did okay?
I thought it did, yeah. Well, people certainly
loved it.
talked about it.
Yeah.
I mean, even if it didn't... I know it did well internationally, obviously, but I think it did well domestically. And if nothing else, the buzz. I mean, it got the buzz.
It was good.
And
the
plus,
fashion was like mind bonkers.
It was like
insane.
taking a walk through my closet. It was like everything is more exquisite and beautiful
there
than the
was
thing
like
before.
silk jumpsuits like covered in
Yes.
like different breeds of dogs.
Yeah.
And I was like, how do I order 40?
It's my Wednesday outfit. I wear that every Wednesday.
So cute.
Different dog every day. Plus Mateo from Superstore stars in it.
Yeah.
I forget the actor's name.
He was in it. He was in it. Basically, like all your favorite Asian actors were in it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, all of
exactly.
them, yeah.
Lucy Liu?
I said your favorite ones, not your
I
boring
love
ass
Lucy
basic
Liu.
ones.
Oh no, you didn't just come for Lucy Liu like that.
Okay.
Hello, Miss Outing McBeal would like a word because Lucy Liu was the heart of that show.
I didn't watch the
Not
show
Shuri.
yet.
That was an ensemble piece,
Was like
but she was
Callista
part of the
Flockhart?
ensemble.
Or who was
Yes.
the main girl?
Callista Flockhart. It was also Portia de Rossi before she married Ellen.
Oh damn! Back in her great days.
Yes, she and Lucy Liu were the bitch lawyers of the office, and they
That
were
makes
fabulous.
sense. That makes sense.
I just spit everywhere, but it was worth it.
Cool. Cool.
What else do you have, Morgie? What other movies?
You should have like another one, don't you?
Well, it's
oh,
because
you only picked two.
I misunderstood, so I mushed TV and movies together,
Got it.
and I apologize for that.
I think we probably both can use this as one.
Okay.
Black Panther.
Yes. That seems like forever ago it came
It
out.
feels like so long ago because there's so many. But like, I think it. I mean, I don't think I'm alone, but like, it's even better than Infinity War. Like, it was such a like standalone like great film, and like Ryan Coogler and like everyone in that film.
The amazing cast.
The cast was like bananas.
I've heard. Did you hear that they're gonna get nods, like award nods? Be the first Marvel film.
No.
I heard that.
Yeah, well, they changed the Academy Award structure.
Oh, here's
They're,
the tea.
They're gonna have a category that's like best film fan favorite. So not necessarily best critic, but it doesn't start until the next year.
That's stupid anyway. We already have like the People's Awards. That's not the point of these shows.
Well, they called it like something different, but it's like movies that everyone loved the best, but like not The Revenant. Like not the shit that would win, but like the shit that should win in your heart.
I love The Revenant the best.
Like it feels like they created that category for Black Panther, but it doesn't exist until next year. But maybe for other things it'll get nods.
I just kind of feel like, look, there are good movies and there are movies that make a lot of money, and often, not always, those two camps do not over.
But every now and then.
But they do.
In the Black Panther case, they do.
And I don't know. I think Black Panther, definitely the only Marvel movie I think was better was Thor Ragnarok.
Oh, because so good.
I just loved it.
And Taika Waititi, maybe like one of my favorite directors of all time.
Or you just love to say the name.
He's just crushing it. And also he's from
Taika
New
Waititi.
Zealand. What's up, baby?
Yeah, let's look at that Kiwi. Okay, yes, I would definitely put that one.
Yeah,
It
so
was
we'll just share that
fantastic.
one.
It was so fantastic.
And then I put in a little plug for a runner-up indie film starring Nick Offerman that really touched my heart. It's called Hearts Beat Loud, and it's a story of him and his daughter, and he was married, and like her mom died, and so it's like just the two of them.
Is that Bear Attack?
Yeah, embarrassing.
Revenant!
But he is like a musician, and when he was younger, him and his wife had like a band, and then like she died and they had a kid or whatever, so, you know. But then like his daughter is like really musically talented, but she like has these dreams to go to college or whatever, but he like they record songs together and like write them, and he puts one on like Spotify, and it gets like traction, and like they start getting like people want to hear them, and he's like, this could be it for you, like you could do this thing, you're so talented. And she's like, but I have to go to college, and I'm a pre-med, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna be rich and like make you proud. And it's like this father-daughter story where he's like, the only thing that would like make me proud is like if you only do what makes you happy, like what makes you drive every day. And also she's a lesbian, and like she gets into like, spoilers, she gets into like the sweetest relationship like while all of this is going down. And anyways, so it just plays out with like him supporting her and her trying to be like, don't make me live your dream, and him being like, you're so right, live your own dream, but you're so talented.
Well, like, forgive me, because I might be confused here. You know, sometimes, but when does Nick Offerman become the Black Panther, though? Because I'm a little confused about this whole thing.
It's a different movie.
No, I don't think it is. And I kind of feel like also, like, why are they living in Arlen, Texas? And why does Bobby just disappear after like 10 minutes?
Because he was making out with a mannequin.
Who hasn't?
Right?
Okay, that sounds really cute. What's it called?
Sweet.
A Piece of My Heart?
Hearts Beat Loud.
Same movie. Piece of My Heart, Hearts Beat Loud.
And it reminds me, like, last year, one of my favorite movies of the year was this indie film called Sing Street. Like, basically, indie movies about music somehow make you cry and laugh and fill your heart with joy.
Oh, so you think La La Land should have gotten the award? Wow.
No.
White supremacist.
We've talked about this. I didn't even like La La Land that much.
Moonlight was really good, though.
I still haven't seen it.
I watched that this year. That would be on my list. Or at least, in my tops. It was so beautiful. I cried.
I really want to see it.
I
I cry all the time.
I cry if the movie's good, though. Like, bad movies get no tears from me.
Yeah, that's true.
So, obviously, all the good movies I cried through because they're good.
Speaking
Moonlight.
of crying, I wanted to tell you my favorite holiday films of this year.
Oh my God.
Of 2018.
I don't know if I'm prepared. I might start sobbing.
Listen, if you're like your girl Morgan, you love a cheesy Hallmark-style Christmas film. And there are so many good ones to watch. My 3 favorites from this year...
They all came out this year.
Yes.
Trash.
2018.
Basura solamente.
They're so good. I disagree. In no particular order, of course, A Christmas Prince 2 was fantastic. The world loves it. Like, literally, the world loves it. It's insane.
They pick it up on their shoulders. You're the most attractive movie. You're the most attractive.
This movie is so successful, it's bananas. Like, it has no right to be this successful. It's not, like, that good, but it is good. You know what I mean? Okay, the other one that I really enjoyed is The Princess Switch, also a Netflix original starring Vanessa Hudgens. It has a real Parent Trapsy vibe to it. If you didn't see it, you're wasting your life. It's so good.
Oh.
And then the third one, I mean, if you like crappy holiday films, which is not you.
I see.
And the other film that I really loved that I feel like these cheesy holiday romances have like a formula, and this is like one of the first ones that like I have seen that like does its own thing and deviates, and it's called The Christmas Spirit. And it's about this girl who falls in love
with a ghost. Oh my God, I guessed it. I knew it.
But there's a lot more to it than that. And I thought it was really sweet, and I literally cried.
Aww.
I really liked it. It really touched me.
Does the ghost become a really hot guy at the end, like in Casper?
Just the whole time, he's a really hot guy.
He's fine.
Just the whole
does he just look like a person?
Well, he is a person, and there's like a curse. So for like 13 days of the year, from like December whatever to like Christmas Eve, he gets to be like a real person so he can solve his murder. And she is trying to help him solve his murder.
Does he smash?
He is so hot. Like you, like to me, girl, this dude is like, what? Like they nailed it. He is fine. The Christmas Spirit.
Okay. So we've got the Christmas Switch, the Christmas Princess, the Christmas Spirit, Princess for princes, switches for Christmas, and also the Princess Switch Christmas.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Any version of those are good.
Mush the words together and you'll get there.
Not to be confused with one of my plugs earlier this year, last year probably, A Princess for Christmas.
I hate you.
The Christmas Princess is a different power.
A switch for princess, Princess Christmas.
Look!
Christmas switches.
It has an audience, and it's me. I'm the audience.
And you're not alone. There are other people.
Where my trash babies at?
There are people who can't leave their houses at all that watch this shit. There are people in prison who can't change the channel.
I have to confess, I spent $5 to rent one of these Hallmark films last night because it wasn't available.
You know why? I would never judge you for that. I've rented all kinds of shit movies because I was like, you know what? Today's the day I won't watch this shit movie.
$5 for a Hallmark original
You
film.
could have bought me 2 Big Macs.
But instead, I watched everybody's favorite Gretchen Wiener's Lacey Chabert. do her thing in some, I literally can't remember what it's called. I think it was called A Royal Christmas.
Oh my God.
It was really good,
A Royal
though.
Switch Christmas.
It was like number 2 on like several BuzzFeed lists behind A Christmas Prince, and I was like, wow, I gotta see it.
But she was good, though. You know,
She
I love
was
her.
good.
I love that actress, and she
She's
doesn't do
so
much
good.
anymore.
Also, she's got a bubble butt. This bitch is like
Yes, that
rocking.
body's on point.
It really is, though. She's hot.
Okay, so now we're about to get into upcoming things for next year.
Yes.
But I just wanted to just put out there, because you did top Christmas stuff. I was thinking back through this year, and I thought, you know, McParker, you sat on your ass a lot this year, right? And so then I thought, what are the ways that I procrastinated in 2018?
Word.
And the hope is maybe I'll call them out, and I'll stop doing them as much.
I
okay?
feel that. I feel that.
So, like, do you have ways that you know you procrastinated?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. And just for the record, Morgan, you can't say sitting all day in bed masturbating, because everyone knows that you do that. You and not me.
Plus,
you and
it's
not
already
me.
on your list.
No, it's not on my list. I didn't write it down. I told you specifically I want to change my image. I want to change my image.
Okay.
I'm not just a habitual masturbator. Anyway, so I spent way too many hours playing Best Fiends on my game, on my phone. Do you know that mobile game?
I don't.
It's like Candy Crush, but different. But it's essentially that idea. And I am currently at level... Wait. I'm going to check. What level do you guess I'm at? After playing for about a year and a half, way too much, what level would you say? I'm just guess.
115.
Okay, that's a really good guess. Let's see. I'm hitting play right now. Okay. I'm at level 1,200. Level 1,219. Okay.
That's absurd.
Yes, I play it a lot. I turn on the TV and I binge watch stuff, and I imbibe of my various imbibables, and then I just play for hours.
Totally.
So that's waste. That's a waste. You know what I'll get for being on level 1,219 of Best Fiends?
Any of your goals.
Carpal
accomplished.
tunnel. No, nothing but carpal tunnel.
That's all you get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Story
totally.
of my life. What about you, Morgan?
So one way that I procrastinated my goals in 2020 is by like justifying anything I wanted to do by saying YOLO. Like, okay. I really want to take this vacation, but I don't have any money. YOLO, here's my credit card.
I want to pluck my eyebrows completely out and draw them on with spaghetti sauce. YOLO! Yeah, it works for anything.
Or like, I want to be healthier, but I also want to eat this burger, so I will YOLO. Yes, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah,
that was basically my 2018.
So in 2019, you're not going to YOLO at all. You're going to be
like... YOLO's out.
Yeah, you're going to be like, I'm actually already dead.
Yeah, no, I'm like, girl, you only live once. Get it together.
Yeah. You need to pick and choose.
Do your best.
Yes. Or at least do better.
Do better. That's all you can do, girl.
Okay, so I feel that. I also procrastinated a lot with YouTube this past year.
Yeah.
Because I'll do this thing where I'll just let it autoplay, and like I'm over it. Like I don't even like the path that YouTube has taken me down. You know what I mean? I started with like top 10 most evil queens in history. And I end with like, watch me make a water slide out of rocks or something. And I'm like, how did I get here? You know? And also it's 2 days later. You understand?
You've lost your job.
Yes, my job is done, and I'm not even watching on a TV anymore. I'm watching it on someone else's TV through their window because I'm homeless. You know? So it's like, I need to cut down the YouTube habit. It's too much.
I procrastinated on working on my fantasy writing project.
Oh, yeah, not me.
By reading really good fantasy.
Well, that shouldn't even count. That's good. Reading is writing. It's all
but
part of the
like,
process.
instead of creating things of my own, I was like, but what if I just read this other thing that's already created and also it's way better? I'll never be that good.
Oh, I see. So you read, then compared yourself, then tore yourself.
Well, is there any other way to read?
That's the way I do. Yeah. Sometimes you read a book and you're like, I don't even need to exist, actually.
But
like, there's nothing I can get.
You read a book and you're like, I could have written this shit, and that's motivating.
Dan Brown. Yeah, anything Dan Brown's ever written, I read that and I'm like, really? This made you like a multimillionaire? This is shit.
Girl, it could happen for anyone.
Girl, shades of green.
That's, money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Shades of Grey's trash, though.
Yeah. I didn't read it, but I did watch the movies.
I did. Well, that's fine. I love
it
her.
wasn't, though.
I
it
love
was
that
so
actress.
awful.
She's from Sarah Stage.
Oh, is she?
Yes.
She's a trash actress in trash films.
She's horrible.
It's
but
awful.
I love her, and she's so beautiful.
The last one was like possibly the worst thing I've ever seen. It was awful in every way.
She's also in 10 Things I Hate About You. She's the Shakespeare.
Oh my gosh, she is!
Yeah, I love her. I love that actress. I forget her name. But
Dakota Johnson.
her name's Dakota Johnson. That doesn't fit her at all. She should change it.
She's Don Johnson's daughter, Nash Bridges.
Shut your mouth.
That's just
why
who
she
she
can't
is.
act. Yeah, she never had to try. She just got in.
She didn't have his big old denture teeth.
Oh, girl. Well, not yet, maybe.
Soon.
I
She does have
also-
a banging bot though.
Oh,
she is
she's
like
stunningly beautiful. And
her body
can
is
I just
like
say,
bananas.
if she ever hears this, I want to be your friend. Okay, I know I'm talking trash about you. You can talk trash about me
That's
too.
just what friends
That's
do.
what friends do. Yeah, I love you, and I would
if
be
any
your
of our
friend.
other friends are listening,
Please be my friend.
you know.
Yeah.
You know.
What, that they're trash?
No, that we're talking trash.
Oh, yeah, of course. Well, yeah. The minute you leave, I call your husband so we can talk trash about you while you drive home.
I don't even care.
Well.
I'm listening to audiobooks.
Speaking of things that make me happy, talking trash about you behind your back, what's something you're excited about for the next year, Morgie?
I feel like
Any big hopes and dreams?
well, hopes and dreams. I have a lot of hopes and dreams, but like the thing, like I try not to think too much about
that
those.
will come true.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Then let's talk about pop culture because those
Okay.
are the things I know for certain are happening that bring me great joy. The number one thing that comes to mind that people are stoked about is the final season of Game of Thrones.
Oh my god.
I think it comes out in like April,
Oh, I can't wait.
and I'm so excited.
That's probably everyone's number one. Don't you
Yeah,
agree?
well, it's just like so highly anticipated.
It's just, yeah. I think if we were going to pick one that's the most anticipated
It's
pop
that
culture
one.
thing, it's got to be that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're both excited for that. We talked about Brandon Sanderson earlier. I don't even know what books he's got coming out this year, but
Let's
I know
buy 'em.
something.
Yeah, we'll buy it.
And hopefully it's the Stormlight Archive because
That would
love
be
to buy the
insane.
next
I
one.
would be like so excited to get that.
Oh God!
What a
yes.
treasure.
Oh, I love him. So anything Brandon Sanderson, I'm really excited for 2019.
Totally. I'm really excited to see the new season of Jane the Virgin because I really love that show and it feels like it's been forever since the cliffhanger of the last season. Like they left it on a mad cliffhanger. So I'm very excited to pick that back up.
What? So like she's like half lost her hymen?
I really don't want to tell you because
Oh.
it was such a good cliffhanger.
Wow. He's
But
only
no,
half
she's been
in.
fucking for sure.
Oh, what?
Yeah. Well, she was only a virgin for like for a while.
That's
Now
a
she's
problem
not
with
anymore.
that
Yeah.
premise, the whole premise. You know what? So new and last season of Jane the Virgin, correct?
Very final season.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, listen to these things that are ending in 2019. This is
Ooh,
insane.
so many.
This is insane. Okay, January 1st, a series of unfortunate events. I don't watch that, but a lot of
I
people
haven't
do.
seen it.
A lot of people watch that. January 25th, Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt.
Okay, it's time.
Yeah, it is time. Sometime in May, The Big Bang Theory. Still going on.
That's
By
shocking.
the way-
Time for that to end.
Yes, overtime. I'm excited that will die. Game of Thrones, we said. Sometime in the spring, Veep is ending.
Oh, I love V.
I'm really upset that it's over. But you know what? Elaine Bennis done got her awards, girl. She got an award for every season. What's her name? I know her. Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Yeah,
Yes.
and they took time off because she had cancer and she was like going through chemo and
Yes,
stuff.
and she
so.
bounced back, gorgeous as ever. Mr. Robot is ending sometime in the spring.
Remy's got things to do.
iZombie is ending. Do you watch that?
I couldn't get into it.
I
I watched
couldn't get into it either.
because she's the Christmas Prince girl, but it wasn't enough to keep me.
Transparent is ending because what's his ass got fired.
Yeah.
What's his name? Jeffrey Dahmer.
No.
Jeffrey
No,
Tambor. I
that
was close
is
though.
it.
I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
close. Gotham is ending. Best superhero thing on TV right now. It's about to be
Okay.
over. Broad City is ending.
Those girls got money moves. They got books
Yep.
out now.
They
They got shit to do.
famous
Yeah.
these days. And last but not least, Orange is the New Black is ending.
Dang, that one's been on for a minute too.
Oh, it makes me so sad. I love that show.
So my friend told me today she's reading the book that I think Abby Jacobson from Broad City wrote, and she said like there was like this line that really like spoke to her where they had just it's like Abby and Alana or like the girls or whatever, and they had just gotten the deal for Broad City, like it got picked up, and so they went to a bar to celebrate, and they were so excited, and they told the bartender, they were like, we're celebrating, and he was like, oh, did you get engaged? And she was like, that's the patriarchy. Like the only possible good thing that could have
I
happened
see.
in my life is that like I'm getting married.
I thought he meant that they got engaged to each other.
Well, I don't know
Which
what
I
he
was
meant.
like, queer friendly.
But it brought her down. She was
Aw.
like, you're right. There's no other accomplishments that I could possibly be excited about at this age.
Well, yeah, that's fair. That's a good point. I mean, you also might say, look at all these bitches being happy they get married. Why the fuck they so happy? But I'm talking to a married woman, so I probably shouldn't take that tack.
I mean, whatever. I really don't care.
Patriarchy. Yeah. Well, I think they would make a cute couple as far as that goes.
They're so cute.
I
But they're
love
thriving.
them.
They're thriving.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sad Broad City is going to end. But a lot of things are coming back, though. Not everything is ending.
Yeah. We're getting us a new The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina Part 2.
Ugh.
I'm excited for that.
Girl, I laughed up that first bit.
Me
I mean, that was
too.
delicious. Love
Yeah,
that show.
it was good and like different. It was a good different thing.
We're also getting, around Halloween, a new season of Stranger Things.
Hell yeah.
I have to be honest with you, I'm kind of over it.
I
I'm not
wonder
gonna
how
lie, I'm
many
not gonna
seasons
front.
are left.
I hope not.
Probably
a bunch
like
more.
this one and maybe one more.
Maybe one
Yeah.
more. But, well, the thing is, too, the kids are growing older so much faster. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're at the age where you look away for 2 minutes and they're grown. And
Mm-hmm.
it's been a solid year and a half since they filmed Stranger Things.
That's crazy.
So, like,
They're
they
getting
need to get on.
yeah, they're getting so much older so quickly.
And the kids are being so much. Like, a lot of them were in It and, like, all this different stuff.
They're moving on, yeah.
So I'm excited for that. I'm also really excited for The Dark Crystal, which is coming to Netflix.
Which I didn't even know about until you mentioned it earlier.
Duh, Morgan. Oh
my God, I'm so stupid.
It's gonna be like so good. You're such a skexy right now.
Oh my God.
Don't be mad because I'm a beautiful tiny elf.
You are a little fucking elf.
I am what? Fuck you, skexy bitch.
Are there any other shows you're excited about? Because there's some movies I'm excited about.
Well, Watchmen is coming to HBO.
Shocking and interesting.
I don't.
They're trying to get that Game of Thrones fandom.
That's exactly what they're doing. They're trying to do another big epic thing. I think it has a chance to succeed, but I'm uncertain. Yes, I'm uncertain. And I'm also excited for, all the DC Universe shows, like Harley Quinn and all those.
Could be horrible, could be good.
Could be amazing. I mean, I really don't know.
Fuck Batman.
Fuck Batman. Harley Quinn is an adult animated show, and that's one of my favorite genres of anything.
We will see.
And then what do you have, Morgie? I think I've got all the stuff.
I don't have any other shows listed, but I've got some movies I'm stoked about. People are excited about Captain Marvel.
Oh, yeah.
Brie Larson making her debut.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, along with that, we'll get the new Infinity War film.
Oh, sure.
Which we just read was called, like, something dumb.
Endgame.
Mm-hmm. I don't like it.
I don't mind it. You know, in my notes for Infinity War 2, I wrote down World War 2.
Same thing?
It's the same thing.
the
I was
same
like,
thing?
what the hell does that
It's
mean?
our
I meant
war.
Infinity War 2. Yeah.
The new Star Wars film will be out next year. I don't think it's titled yet.
I'm so excited about that.
It doesn't matter.
I can't wait.
They can't hear
I wonder
you
who it's
over their
about.
billions of
Oh
dollars.
my God.
Their
Is there going to be a
billions are
Wookiee in it?
speaking.
Nah. That's my Wookiee impression.
Well, I'm excited, and so
I'm
is
glad.
like most
I
of the
know.
world.
I don't mean to yuck your yums. I'm just teasing.
So that will be a thing. The Downton Abbey movie will be out next year. I'm like, I'll probably go see it in theaters.
Is it going to be all the same cast?
It's the same cast, but some people just will be absent, like Rose.
Because it's like in the future or something.
Well, because people are just too famous. Like the girl who plays Rose is in like all the fucking movies now. I can't remember. Lily James. She's in like every fucking movie, so she doesn't have time for them.
That was fair.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fair. Is that real sexy butler guy with the dark hair who's kind of evil?
Well, he left at the end of the series, but maybe they'll work him back into the story. But he
love
left.
him. He's my favorite character. He's so evil. And
Yeah,
so good.
Thomas.
So into
name
it.
is
Thomas. I would fall for Thomas. He'd break my heart.
He's shady AF.
Yes, he's a horrible
I love
person,
Tom.
but I love him. Yeah.
Great character.
So good. Yeah. What about, you were telling me about, okay, quiz time. 90s classic. Well, no, never mind. I fucked it up. The Addams Family.
Oh yeah,
Because it came out way before the 90s, but.
Yeah, I didn't write that down, but apparently they're remaking that shit with Oscar Isaac and
Yes. Who'd you say?
some other lady, Charlize Theron.
Charlize Theron. Oh my God.
So we'll see.
That's gonna be amazing. I think
we will see.
I'm not mad about that remake because
Chloe
I feel
Grace Moretz as a young Wednesday Addams.
Because, like, they did the 90s movies, but they're so 90s. They're so 90s.
Totally.
And then before that, it was just a TV show back in, like, the 60s or 70s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, I think it's time for a remake, actually. I'm into it.
Sure, let's do it. We're doing it.
You know what we didn't mention?
So many things.
So many things. Dark Phoenix is coming out. You
Oh
told me about
yeah,
that.
Dark
Did I
Phoenix
steal
is
that
coming
off your
out
list?
with your girl from Game of Thrones. What's
Oh,
her name?
what is her name? Sansa. Sabrina Spellman. Nope, I got confused. Oh, her name is Hereditary. No, I got confused again. Her
Shit,
name
I can't come up
I
with
literally
it.
have no idea what her name is.
I
And
know
could look it
Arya's
up.
real name is Macy, and I'm trying to think of them together because they're like best friends in real life. It's like Macy and the tall one.
All I can think is Cersei Ronan, so.
No. But yeah, that girl, and that is promising depending on how they do it. You know, it could be really good, but it could also be not that good.
Well, yeah, exactly, because the X-Men movies in the past have been up and down.
Hit or
The
miss.
first couple were good, the last couple were horrible. Logan was phenomenal.
Yeah.
I thought.
Like, they have, like, such disparity between, like,
Yeah.
how fantastic ones are and how awful other ones are.
So I don't know what to expect. It's probably the most famous, like, storyline in the comics. And they've kind of already done it with X-Men
It's a
3.
lot to carry on your shoulders.
Mm-hmm. But I think it could be great. I
Yeah.
think it will be.
Yeah, they sort of explored it with the original X-Men cast. So we'll see.
And you know what else I'm excited about? I'm going to be a real boy next year.
You're a real boy.
No more wooden dicks and extendable noses for me, my sweet.
Well, I'm still dead inside.
No more creepy-ass Geppettos with his hand up my touche.
You need to work on that.
But Geppetto made me! How can I say no? Actually, he doesn't even have, it's not like a dummy. Isn't Pinocchio
puppet
he's a
master.
marionette, right?
Yes, he is.
So Geppetto's fingers shouldn't be anywhere near my crack. Is what I keep telling him. Geppetto, get your fingers out my crack.
Well, whether Geppetto has made you or if you let your year make you, you're going to live another year. It's happening. We're in it. It's happening. It's 2019. It's going to be beautiful in some ways. So make the best of it.
Yes. Happy 2019, sweet babies.
2018, girl, bye.
Girl, fuck that shit.
We done.
It's orange.
Yeah, done.
Ya Bart!
We love you.
Bye, babies.
Bye-bye.
Check us out online.
Oh, yeah, do all the social medias and subscribe.
Okay. Woo!
Do you have a home? Beauty in the Bitch.
You done.
You look. Beauty in the Bitch. Beauty in the Bitch.